I never thought one decision, one small, stupid, impulsive moment, would rewrite my entire life. But the night I walked out of that underground tech lab, my body humming with experimental hormone nanotech, I didn't realize the world I was stepping into wasn't the same one I left behind. It started with a shock. A jolt. A pulse under my skin that didn't feel human. And the truth is, I didn't sign up for a transformation. Not really. I signed up for a paycheck. But by the time the sun rose the next morning, I was staring into the mirror at a stranger. Someone beautiful, unfamiliar, soft in all the ways I never imagined I could be. Someone who looked, undeniably, like a woman. And that's where the story begins. Because the moment I saw my reflection, everything inside me collapsed. And awakened, at the exact same time. I woke up gasping. My chest felt tight, my skin too sensitive, my heartbeat too fast. For a moment, I honestly thought I was dying. The room looked the same, dim light slipping through my blinds, but something about me was different. My arms were smooth. My hands, smaller. I reached for the bedside lamp, and the second the warm light washed over me, I froze. My figure wasn't mine anymore. My torso narrowed, waist pulled inward, hips slightly flared. It looked like someone had dipped me into a sculpting machine overnight. No way, no, this isn't real. I stumbled out of bed, nearly tripping because my legs felt longer, slimmer. I rushed to the mirror and my breath vanished. My jawline was softer. My cheekbones higher. My lips, full, pink, slightly parted in shock, looked like they'd been designed by a cosmetic surgeon with a god complex. Oh my God. I touched my face, and the girl in the mirror touched hers too, eyes wide, terrified, mesmerized all at once. The nanotech. The injected hormone rewrite serum. The doctor's warning echoed in my head. It will modify your hormone receptors. Adapt your tissues. Sculpt your body to match the algorithmic template. Rapid, irreversible. I thought he was exaggerating. I thought it would take weeks. I thought I would look the same. But I didn't. Not even close. And the moment I whispered, barely audible, "That's me," something inside my chest fluttered in a way I didn't recognize. Fear. Curiosity. Thrill. And something I didn't dare name. I tried to act normal. Truly, I did. But how do you go to work when your entire body looks like it belongs to a gender-swapped version of you? My hoodie hung differently on me. Looser on top, snugger around the waist and hips. Walking felt strange. My center of gravity had shifted. Even my voice cracked in a soft, breathy way that didn't feel like mine. Get it together, I told myself, gripping my steering wheel. Just get through the day. I didn't. The moment I entered the office, everything went wrong. My friend Marcus blinked at me like he was seeing a ghost. Bro? You look different. My stomach dropped. Different how? He squinted. Did you shave your whole body? And your face looks softer. You sick? Sick. Yeah. That was the easiest lie. Just a reaction to something the doctor gave me. But the stares didn't stop. Co-workers whispered. Someone asked if I'd lost weight. Someone else complimented my skin. It's glowing, man, what's your routine? And when my voice slipped into a softer, higher register during a meeting, the whole room turned toward me. Heat flooded my cheeks. I left early, claiming a migraine. But leaving didn't help, because the moment I got home, my body pulsed again, like the nanotech was hitting a new stage. My chest tingled. My hips ached. My thighs felt tight, like they were subtly reshaping. I gripped the sink and breathed through the changes. What is happening to me? And yet a tiny voice inside whispered, you know exactly what's happening. That night, curiosity won. If my body was reshaping itself, then, what did I really look like underneath the baggy clothes? I took a breath and pulled off my shirt. The mirror reflected a body I barely recognized, sleek lines, soft curves beginning to form. My skin looked airbrushed, smooth and luminous. My waist had tapered more. My chest wasn't flat anymore. Small, tender breasts had begun taking shape, lifting subtly against gravity. Oh my God. I traced trembling fingers over my torso. It didn't feel fake. It felt like me. Like my body had always been meant to look this way but never had the tools to do it. The room spun with emotions, fear, excitement, shame, hunger for understanding. I needed to know more. I needed to see more. I opened my wardrobe. Nothing I owned would fit this new shape. But then, a spark of madness hit me. What if I tried on something meant for this new body? I dug through an old box of costumes from a play my friend's girlfriend forced me into years ago. There it was, a simple, soft tank top and a short pleated skirt. I swallowed. No. No way. This is insane. But the pull was stronger. My hands moved on their own. The skirt slid up my thighs, snug, perfectly fitting, hugging my new curves like it was tailored for them. The tank top settled over my chest, tight, highlighting how soft my shape had become. I gasped. I looked. Not like a guy in women's clothes, but like a girl in her clothes. My reflection didn't feel like a costume. It felt like possibility. My fingers drifted to my face. I tried different expressions, pout, smile, shy look, and each one looked effortlessly feminine. Then I whispered, almost scared to hear it out loud. Who am I becoming? And deep down, I knew the answer wasn't simple. Or male. By the weekend, hiding wasn't an option. The nanotech kept refining my body hour by hour, turning me into a sculpted version of femininity I never imagined. My hair grew thicker, softer. My waist pulled in even more. My hips rounded out beautifully. And then came the biggest shock. My voice. It wasn't just softer, it was melodic, warm, almost sweet without trying. When I said hello to myself in the mirror, I jumped at how natural it sounded. But I needed to test myself in public. Just once. Just to see if the world saw what I saw. So I put on the skirt again, then tried a fitted hoodie. Something cute but not too revealing. I brushed my hair down, touched a bit of lip tint, I bought it on impulse the night before, and took a deep breath. The walk to the cafe felt like stepping into another life. People looked at me, some smiled politely, others glanced admiringly. No double takes. No confused stares. To the world, I was just a girl. The cashier didn't hesitate for a second. What can I get for you, miss? Miss. The word hit me like electricity. I ordered with my new voice, soft, natural, instinctive. When he handed me my drink, he smiled. Cute outfit, by the way. My cheeks burned. Thank you. I walked out floating, my heart pounding in a rhythm I'd never felt before. Confidence. Not borrowed. Not faked. Real. Is this who I'm supposed to be? Everything came crashing down when Marcus showed up at my apartment unannounced. I opened the door, wearing leggings, an oversized sweater, and my hair tied back in a messy bun. He froze. I froze. His jaw dropped. Bro? What the hell happened to you? My stomach twisted. I can explain. Explain? You look like a completely different person. Your face, your body, your voice, this isn't normal. He stepped inside, panicked, pacing. What did you do? Surgery? Drugs? You're turning into a girl, man. Hearing it said out loud hit me harder than anything. Because it wasn't wrong. And I didn't know whether to deny it or accept it. I stood trembling, heart racing, tears burning behind my eyes. I don't know who I'm becoming. I didn't ask for this. But I don't hate it. I don't hate me. Not anymore. Marcus stared at me, really stared. Then he said softly, so you're choosing this? You're embracing it? Silence. Then, oh yes. The word felt like stepping off a cliff. But it also felt like flying. Marcus sat with me for hours. Shock turned into understanding. Fear turned into support. When I told him about the experimental nanotech, he didn't yell. He sighed. Then let it finish. You deserve to love yourself. Those words broke me open. From that moment, I let the transformation happen without fighting it. The nanotech finished shaping my body, giving me full curves, soft skin, a gentle voice, and a confidence I never knew I had permission to feel. I started wearing clothes that fit the real me. Leggings. Dresses. Cute tops. I experimented with makeup, lip gloss, mascara, soft blush. Nothing heavy, just enough to highlight what was naturally becoming mine. And when I walked down the street, smiling softly, hair brushing my shoulders, people saw me. Her. The woman I had become. The woman I always could be, If life had given me the chance sooner. I didn't hide. I didn't apologize. I didn't look back. Every night, when I wash my face and look into the mirror, I still think of the person I was before the serum. Lost. Detached. Uncomfortable in a body that never quite felt right. But now the reflection smiles back. Soft. Strong. Whole. Me. And I've learned something I never expected. Sometimes becoming yourself isn't about choosing the path. Sometimes it's about accepting the transformation you never saw coming, and realizing it was the beginning of your truth all along. And this new body, this new life, this new me? I'm not afraid of it anymore. I'm proud of her. I didn't sleep that night. How could I? My body wasn't my body anymore. Every time I blinked, something new shifted inside me. Like gears spinning, wires reconnecting, muscles reprogramming themselves. That serum wasn't acting like medicine. It was acting like an update. A patch. A completely rewritten version of me. At around 3:37 a.m., I threw my blanket off. My chest felt tight. Not painful, just full, like something behind my ribcage was pushing outward. I stumbled toward the mirror. What I saw made my heart slam into my throat. My shoulders were narrower. My neck looked slimmer. And my face, God, my jawline was blurring, softening around the edges like someone dragged a finger across wet paint. No. No, 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 this isn't possible. My voice cracked. Higher. Breathier. I covered my mouth. It didn't help. The sound still came out of me. That's when my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. If you're reading this, the transition is underway. Panic will accelerate the reaction. Try to remain calm. I felt my blood freeze. Another message came instantly. Do not leave your home until Phase 2 completes. Phase 2? The room suddenly tilted, and I grabbed the dresser to stay standing. My stomach twisted. A wave of warmth swept through my whole body like liquid light. Then it hit. My legs shook. My skin tingled. My hips shifted beneath my hands. I gasped and dropped to my knees, clutching the floor as a surge of pressure pulsed through my lower body. It felt like my bones were stretching, sliding, clicking into a new alignment. I couldn't stop the sound that came out of me. A soft, breathy moan I didn't recognize. I hated that I didn't hate it. My breathing sped up. My heartbeat felt like it was in my lips, my chest, the tips of my fingers. This wasn't pain. This was metamorphosis. Another message. Lie on your back. Let the pelvis adjust. I didn't want to do what the message said. But my body, God, my body needed to. I lay down, and immediately the pressure intensified. My pelvis rotated, lifted, widened. I could feel each millimeter as my proportions redrew themselves. My boxers felt impossibly loose around my waist and impossibly tight around my thighs. And then, my spine arched. Not from pain. From a deep, instinctive, almost animal reaction. A movement I'd never done before, but somehow my body knew perfectly. Phase 2 was rewriting my posture. My shape. My entire silhouette. I curled in on myself, gripping the sheets as another wave pulsed through me. This one warm, electric, almost intimate. What are you turning me into? I didn't expect an answer. But the phone buzzed again. Phase 2, body feminization complete. I blinked sweat out of my eyes. Complete? No, it couldn't be complete. I crawled to my closet mirror. And for the first time that night, I gasped. Not from fear, but from something much more terrifying. Recognition. My waist curved in. My hips flared outward. My thighs were rounder, softer. My posture had changed, naturally settling into a subtle, feminine tilt. I lifted my hand, slimmer fingers, narrower wrist, delicate veins under translucent skin. What am I becoming? Another message. Phase 3 begins at sunrise. My stomach dropped. Sunrise? That was only a few hours away. Before I could even think, a final message appeared. Prepare. Phase 3 restructures the face. I stumbled back from the mirror. My face. My face wasn't even mine anymore. And by sunrise, it wouldn't be recognizable at all.